Come on, Mary, let's go to the harbour. Oh dear, the terrible rocking. I think I'm going to be sick.
My God, Oscar. I didn't know ghosts could throw up.
And so much.
That was the most revolting thing I have ever seen in my life. And after.
This always happens when I'm not actually sitting at the helm.
So this is it. The spiritual East. Here's where I'll find other believers.
We're mainly here with these gypsies, hoping to solve the mystery of Emily's ghost. If the oracle is right, there's much more at stake here than just one soul.
Just one soul? If we can return Emily's ghost to her body, then I shall want nothing more.
That isn't a universal belief, but you have to start small.
Hey, you there. Do you realize you're talking to yourself?
Is this a gypsy camp?
No, the gypsy camp is over there. This is secret research laboratory of an exotic species.
Oh.
Of course this is a gypsy camp. Wagons, campfire, gypsies, you know? A gypsy camp.
My doctor prescribed a holiday in the mountains.
You seem to be in dire need of it.
You're not one of those nutty people who perform voodoo rituals.
No, they live in the Caribbean and cheat the pirates. We're the crazy people who drink a lot, sing dirty songs, and consider ourselves the greatest.
Are they Scotsmen?
Is it true that you cook some really good steak?
Well, Mum's steaks taste more like old shoe soles. But Mum has some strange quirks anyway.
Can you answer a few questions for me?
I still have lots of things to do. Things that you wouldn't understand anyway.
A woman with red hair. In the forest. And she does things we don't understand. At last.
Eh?
We've found a witch we can burn.
You're starting to annoy me even more than that walking lump of wood.
What magnificent highlands. They're almost Scottish. Ah, if only I could find a wife and settle down here. Then I would be happy at last.
I'll rephrase that. The big lump of wood is the one who irritates me the most.
Why does nobody want to burn the witch? We even have a fire ready over there.
Confucius will turn into water if you don't stop saying such stupid things.
Don't boast about your magical talents, demon from hell.
I could try to form a ball of water around your head, and then we wouldn't have to listen to any more of your jabbering.
As you wish, I shall be quiet. You'll soon see what good it does you.
One thing above all, peace at last.
Respect. I beg your pardon. I have been going around with a pirate who never set sail on the high seas. Strictly speaking, he hasn't even left the harbor.
Hold on. Who are you?
Wait a moment. We've already spoken to each other.
No, I've never seen you here. And so many people have been bothering us today that I'm not letting you in too. Come back in a week. At the earliest.
No wonder he's known as the Pitiful.
Hey, hold on. Who are you?
Wait a moment. We've already spoken to each other.
No, I've never seen you here. And so many people have been bothering us today that I'm not letting you in too. Come back in a week. At the earliest.
What? I'm called the... Oh,
hey,
forget it.
hold on. Who are you?
Could the speech function be broken?
Yes, one or two places strike me as being a bit peculiar too. For example, it would be a vital piece of information for you if you knew that.
Leave Oscar alone, you runt.
Hey, hold on. Who are you?
Could it be you're having memory problems?
Oh, no. How did you know that, damn it? I was known as Lucy the Contract Killer. And then someone shot me and I fell down a crevice. Or wait, I think it happened when I was assembling this machine for my brother. Damn, I just can't remember. My short-term memory has been making things difficult for me recently. I think I would prefer to be alone now.
He's already done a lot more for us than you have.
Hey, hold on. Who are you?
Hey, Lucy, my old friend. We meet again at last.
How do you know my name?
I just automatically chose a typical gypsy name.
What a cheek. I'll make damn sure you don't get through here quite so easily.
Okay, big man. I'll handle the wide-mouthed frog myself.
Hey, hold on. Who are you?
Hey, Lucy, my old friend. We meet again at last.
How do you know my name?
Wait, this memory loss business sounds strangely familiar.
Really? I've heard it's rather uncommon. It sometimes exists on Indian islands, but only after bad accidents. Other people say even doors can be affected by it. What rubbish.
We were at school together.
Were we? But I don't seem to recognize you. Oh, my memory.
I'll tell everyone that you made out with Ramon back then.
What do you mean, Ramon? Oh my, that would be so embarrassing. Okay, you nasty former classmate, welcome to our camp. But don't break anything, and don't steal anything. Gypsies know some good curses.
Witch! Oh, yes. Then we have the numbskull giant here, who only knows how to
I've
hack
seen you
people
before
into two or more
somewhere.
pieces.
An oracle sent me here. I'm looking for the ghost of a girl.
Hasn't somebody already asked me about ghosts? I think there were these English people.
English people?
Now you listen here. I want nothing to do with this ghost business. They're interfering enough already, in the truest sense of the word. These ongoing interferences are causing me problems the whole time with the Enigma machine.
What is Enigma?
Enigma is the acronym for the electromagnetic transmitting and receiving machine I've built.
How do you get the word Enigma from electromagnetic transmitting and receiving machine?
Well, you just have to reshuffle the letters a bit. Don't be like that.
Tell me more.
This thing enables us to keep in contact with other gypsies and to exchange information. Strangely enough, we gypsies generally set up our camps there, where the underground energy fluxes of the souls meet. It's a funny habit of ours.
Wait, what are soul energy fluxes?
Ghosts can move through the entire Earth in a flash when they're not bound to humans. They travel along soul fluxes underground, and intersection points are located here and there. But these energy fluxes can collide with the Enigma waves, and then, whoops, the soul of a ghost is caught in the booster sphere. Then it can't get out, and we have to switch the booster. We deliberately pointed the antenna up instead of down underground, you see? If it reached down into the Earth, it would have a direct link to the soul flux. What a load of crap. Have you any more questions?
Can Enigma attract the souls of ghosts?
Sometimes by accident, yes. As I said, they end up in the booster spheres. It would be much worse if the antenna was in the ground.
How did you come up with the idea of building an electromagnetic transmitter?
We gypsies are on the road a great deal, so we have few friends and lots of time to read. But my smart brother Richie devised it. I just fixed it all together. And when I did, I got a few electric shocks.
That explains a few things. So you've trapped the souls of ghosts in spheres?
Yes, and we haven't a clue of how to get the poor souls out again.
How can anyone understand all this bunkum?
I'll be happy to explain it to you again anytime.
I think I know enough about Enigma and the souls of ghosts for now.
Great. The English who came before didn't see anything. I sent them to my brother. You really should meet my brother. He's a bit funny in the head, poor boy.
What do you know about these English people?
They turned up here a few days ago. They were asking Mom about ghosts the whole time. During the day, they are up in the forest, gathering the ingredients for the ritual Mom is going to help them with. At night, they sleep in one of our caravans. They paid us fairly well.
Would you turn the Enigma machine on for me?
So, who would you like to contact? That's funny. These English were also asking about that. You should ask Mom. We're not meant to turn it on without her permission. She always gets upset when another ghost soul gets trapped in a booster sphere. Mom will be in one of our wagons if you want to find her.
See you later.
Who in his ghost form won't be much help to us now.
I've seen you before somewhere.
An oracle sent me here. I'm looking for the ghost of a girl.
Hasn't somebody already asked me about ghosts? I think there were these English people.
English people?
Now you listen here. I want nothing to do with this ghost business. They're interfering enough already, in the truest sense of the word. These ongoing interferences are causing me problems the whole time with the Enigma machine.
What you're saying is completely crazy.
No, you're just not listening.
Shall I quickly bring you a piece of paper to sort things out?
It can't do any harm.
What is Enigma?
Enigma is the acronym for the electromagnetic transmitting and receiving machine I've built.
Tell me more.
This thing enables us to keep in contact with other gypsies and to exchange information. Strangely enough, we gypsies generally set up our camps there, where the underground energy fluxes of the souls meet. It's a funny habit of ours.
Wait, what are soul energy fluxes?
Ghosts can move through the entire Earth in a flash when they're not bound to humans. They travel along soul fluxes underground, and intersection points are located here and there. But these energy fluxes can collide with the Enigma waves, and then, whoops, the soul of a ghost is caught in the booster sphere. Then it can't get out, and we have to switch the booster. We deliberately pointed the antenna up instead of down underground, you see? If it reached down into the Earth, it would have a direct link to the soul flux. What a load of crap. Have you any more questions?
I think I know enough about Enigma and the souls of ghosts for now.
Great. The English who came before didn't see anything. I sent them to my brother. You really
See you later.
Hey, did he just talk about chopping people up? Who could do that besides me?
What the?
We only need to catch this damned rabbit, and these gypsies will help us.
How much longer is it going to take, Ethan? I am tired. The long trip has not improved my condition. Quite the contrary. I sense I have not much time left. I don't want to know what would have happened if we hadn't recruited the spy.
Yes, the information about Transylvania was very helpful.
I can't wait to capture the girl's soul. When body and spirit are united again, I will carry out the experiment at last. I will be young and healthy again.
And I will be alone again. Oh, if I only knew why Mr. Hyde left me.
Ethan, you wimp. You have no idea what it is like to really feel bad.
No?
Believe me.
Of course, Professor.
They're a step ahead of us.
Whatever the professor wants to do, it could have bad consequences. We need to stop her. Think about what the Oracle said. Who knows what awful things the woman is doing with the spirit world?
We can't let them know we're already here.
Excuse me, Professor. I must, briefly step out.
Then go, but quickly.
What? Have you noticed it too?
William?
I smell the English. Right. We need to be careful.
William, up there are Professor Ashcroft and her henchmen. You can't miss them.
Wait. I'll take care of that.
So what was that, then?
Freedom! We need to try something else.
Thanks, William. That was really helpful and not at all predictable.
But no rabbit should actually have been able to escape the death trap.
Yes, they look very innocent, but they're
No
sly.
one has escaped your traps.
I better not let them catch me.
True.
But the girl...
And then there's the depressed bottle genie.
Excuse me. I have a few questions.
Uh-huh. So why would I want to speak with you?
Excuse me? What do you mean?
The whole day long, stupid English people come by and want to know something about ghosts. I don't feel like it anymore. Without a minimum of intelligence, no one gets anywhere with me.
Then I won't get any further here.
That's what I thought.
Excuse me. I have a few questions.
Uh-huh. So why would I want to speak with you?
Excuse me? What do you mean?
The whole day long, stupid English people come by and want to know something about ghosts. I don't feel like it anymore. Without a minimum of intelligence, no one gets anywhere with me.
I've long been a match for your intelligence.
You think so? Well, let's have a look. I am excellent in all branches of mathematics and puzzle solving.
Puzzle solving? Is that a science now?
Okay. And I keep myself fit through reading and experiments. So I'm interested in one of those. How about a numbers game from the illumination field?
Illumination? I didn't do that in school.
It's very simple. This proved the Koperskian formula for me.
No problem. Let's go.
Okay, I'll start to count then. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ha! Found you!
It's not actually that easy.
I knew you couldn't do it. Hey, hands off! Do you usually go through life grabbing everything that isn't nailed down?
Yes, I have been doing that lately.
First those funny English people, and now you! It would be so much nicer here without the tourists.
Excuse me. I have a few questions.
How about a numbers game from the illumination field?
Illumination? I didn't do that in school.
It's very simple. This proved the Koperskian formula for me.
No problem. Let's go.
Okay, I'll start to count then. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
That doesn't get me
4,
any further.
3, 2, 1. But that's impossible. I just can't find her. What would Copper say about this? Not as stupid as she looks, that girl. Someone who you can really talk to.
Excuse me. I have a few questions.
Okay, no problem.
I have a few questions about ghosts.
Ghosts? That's not my field. My strengths lie in mathematics and puzzle solving. It's best to ask Mother about ghosts. She knows them very well.
It's all stated here in the contract, madam. Nobody can understand this contract. The language is so... It's too late now. You should have said that before you signed the contract. But what can we do now? Well, there's nothing you can do now.
Can I interrupt you a moment?
Sheesh! What's going on now?
Are you the, Mum?
Is there a problem with it?
But seriously, you're not a woman.
You're a sly one, aren't you? Now listen here, you cheeky rascal. The mother of these poor children lost her life some years ago in a terrible accident. Lucy had switched the Enigma machine on for the first time, and a few parts from overseas were of poor quality. The whole thing backfired, if you see what I mean. The good Mum got caught by surprise. She was as red in the face as a roast chicken. I can't talk about it anymore.
I don't want to hear any more about it.
One thing is very clear. I'm the Mum. There's no disputing that.
What's all this funny business with the lawyer then?
Funny? I don't see what's so funny about it. So, stupidly, we signed an agreement, which he now keeps waving under our nose. It's allegedly to authorize the old cutthroat to drive us out of here. Silencio! You're making no sense, sir. What a beautiful French name you have. You should be really proud of it. I'll keep calling you Cutthroat anyway.
Why did you sign the agreement when you really didn't want to?
The State Bank of Transylvania offered us a fantastic loan. So we simply had to grab the chance.
And didn't read the small print.
What do you think? Of course we read it all. We just didn't understand it. The thing has been written in finest Romanian officialese. That's like a damned foreign language. Well, and now he's been coming here day in, day out to talk to us about it. And on the dot of the witching hour, you disappear again, do you not, Mr. Lawyer? And how irritating you are with your odd movements. There's something not quite right about you, man. Madam, I could say the same about you. A bizarre story, as you can see.
Could you tell me more about the Enigma machine?
Ah, you too, eh? The English are also pretty keen on it.
Who are these English people?
The old lady and the Cyclops who handed over a tidy little sum for accommodation and guide services.
Can you use the machine to catch the souls of ghosts?
If we get bad luck, then yes. Or if someone deliberately pointed the antenna in the wrong direction. But first, we must have the right atmospheric conditions for a successful attempt. And second, we must perform an ancient ritual for which we will require certain ingredients.
What kind of ingredients?
I need some truffles, a few yellow mushrooms, and a rabbit for the ritual.
Okay, I see. I'll get these for you right away.
But as long as this blood-sucking lawyer is bothering me with this contract, then I can't help you anyway. A mistake in the contract would be the only possible way out. And that is impossible.
Can I interrupt you a moment?
Myself. Yes, please.
But what do gypsies have to do with ghosts?
The old alliance between gypsies and the dead? You're brave. But it takes quite a while. Have you got enough time?
Sure, I have some time.
Then, let's start at the beginning. The first signs of ghosts date back to around 2000 BC. But it's likely that ghosts have been speaking to humans from the beginning of time. But humans didn't always have the gift of being able to listen to them. The first evidence of this was uncovered in the desert of... Well, and as you can imagine, they were pretty keen about it, naturally. May I just interrupt you briefly? No, you can just shut your mouth. Where were we? Oh, yes. Back then in Paris, the church came into possession of the documents. But the priest of Notre Dame doubted their authenticity. And rightly so. The scientist Pierre Onlong, who was carrying out research on ghosts. Well, that's why ghosts are bound to humans, when they possess the magical object.
Ah, I understand. That was a vital piece of information for me.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, it's pretty late now.
Yes. And where's the lawyer?
The lawyer? That's strange. He always vanishes at precisely 5 minutes before midnight. So, at least I get some peace at night. But in the morning, he's always back here again punctually. And he won't let that damned document out of his sight. If only I could get my hands on it.
A wolf!
It doesn't seem to be in an especially good mood.
First and foremost, it looks hungry.
Wait, is it trying to tell us something?
Should I make contact with this creature?
This is your big moment, Big Chops. Make yourself useful.
Ah, I understand. And you mean...
What? What does it say?
You would never believe me. The poor thing was bitten a few weeks ago.
What? By another wolf? A bear?
No, by a human.
What?
From a rabid human, to be precise. And since that occurrence, he wakes up at the stroke of midnight every night, somewhere. And he has no idea how he got there. And he's covered with tattered human clothing.
What? Does he eat humans while he's unconscious?
No. The rags are on his body, as if he had been wearing them. And that's not all. Since then, he's had a huge appetite for carrots and has stopped eating meat.
Oh my, we have to help him.
We have to do that. That's our top priority.
Wait a moment, though. That's not really so bad, is it? He wakes up wearing human clothes and eats nothing but carrots. So what?
What? Not so bad? Of course it's bad. In any case, I'm staying here until we've helped him.
Me too.
And me too.
Boniface, ask him his name.
Now, old lad, what's your name?
Oscar?
Traps are my speciality. Out with the carrot!
He doesn't understand the question.
Then just try a little harder, you big short language expert.
Can I interrupt you a moment?
Yes, please.
What's this long story about gypsies and ghosts again?
The old alliance between gypsies and the dead? You're brave. But it takes quite a while. Have you got enough time?
Sure, I have some time.
Then, let's start at the beginning. The first signs of ghosts date back to around 2000 BC. But it's likely that ghosts have been speaking to humans from the beginning of time. But humans didn't always have the gift of being able to listen to them. The first evidence of this was uncovered in the desert of... And in fact, the Holy Grail originated from the same source. But the English found themselves at war against the European mainland. So, Sir Graham Gillian couldn't take it to the site of the discovery. Even today, people still talk of his cunning plan to dispose of the Grail again and free himself from the curse. As you can imagine, he had to reckon with his son's vengeance. Well, so the wheel comes full circle.
And what was all that about Peppino's sister again?
Forget her. She was more surface than substance.
Ah, I understand. That figures. What a lot of information. Yet another day of revelations.
Well, stories about ghosts have many bizarre but interesting aspects. That's enough about aspects, madam. Allow me to enlighten you regarding some interesting aspects of this agreement. Here we go again. It's all stated here in the contract, madam. Nobody can understand this contract. Oh? A carrot! What's happening to me? I need to bury it.
What was that then?
Forget it. It won't help if we simply throw the document away.
Why not?
He has another copy. Two, to be exact. We should be able to find a crucial error in it. One that will invalidate the entire document.
Let's have a look then.
As silly as this sounds, Nobody can understand the thing, so you'll probably just be wasting your time.
We'll see. Bonifacius!
A document? Let me have a look at that. It should not be a problem. However...
What do you mean, however?
Well, if it's not some godless text.
Hey, everything has its limits.
Very well, very well. Maybe I'll make an exception.
Maybe?
I'll get on to it right away. Wait a minute. So, we have it. It's translated.
You see?
An agreement. I never want to be bothered with a thing like that again. I should go and wash my hands. Respect. I beg your pardon. I have been going around with a pirate who never set sail on the high seas. Strictly speaking, he hasn't even left the harbor.
Excuse me. I have a few questions.
Go on, I'm listening.
Didn't you say earlier that you were good at puzzle solving?
Puzzle solving? That's my speciality. Why?
I might have something here from the field of, jurication.
What? Jurication? This field is completely unknown to me.
Well, look here. The question is this document correct or incorrect?
Good. Then let's have a look. This references paragraph 14. Well, let's have a look. Paragraph 36 is significant, but only if... No. Strange. I thought so. Section 278, second paragraph, fourth clause is brought into play, but not when... You take into account section 487, paragraph 3, clause 4. The female accused... I've got it! The document is clearly incorrect.
Really? How so?
Well, don't you see it? According to paragraph 73, in conjunction with paragraphs 317 and 67, if clause 1 of paragraph 673 and the footnote of paragraph...
Is there a short version?
Okay. This concerns let's say, my mother.
Okay. What about her?
Well, perhaps you've noticed that she's having something of an identity crisis.
Happens to us all sometimes, eh?
In any case, the accused is clearly here designated as a female.
Yes, and...
Mrs. Get it? It should say Mr. And according to section 867B, the document is therefore invalid and false. That was easy. Have you got any more?
Unfortunately not. But many thanks for your help.
It's all stated here in the contract, madam. Nobody can understand this contract. The language is so... It's too late now. What is it now?
We found a mistake in the contract.
Well, that's a good bit of news. And what's that then?
Well, he's assuming the person who signed was a woman.
I was, in a manner of speaking.
But not really.
I see. So, does that make the contract invalid?
As soon as we have proof of the, circumstances.
I must.
Exactly.
Nothing could be easier. So, mister, the document is only valid for women. Of course. It was also signed by you, madam. Honored lawyer, valued witnesses, I present Exhibit A. Oh my God! I feel sick. Everything is spinning.
The wolf is, or was, A were-man.
A grisly-looking creature. Get out of here!
I can handle him.
Without the lawyer, the day might still be fairly bare.
I'm speechless. He was a were-man. They really exist.
Every night, the poor beast is transformed into the most terrible human creature you could imagine. A lawyer!
And what is he? A ghost? And does he want to join us?
Yes and no. With animals, it's a bit different. He can't really understand us and won't accept commands.
So far that applies to William too.
But, Mary, he will let you see things through his eyes. Animals are generally of the opinion that humans should look at it from their perspective more often.
What? How? Do you mean...
Why should I keep talking? Go on, just try it.
You did well with that, lawyer, I must say. I could never have done it alone.
I'd like to use your transmitter to catch a ghost soul.
We actually never do that intentionally. Do you have a strong bond with the ghost? Is it likely to be close by? Not that we want to lure Napoleon into the booster sphere. Or Attila the Hun. I imagine that would be pretty unpleasant.
I think the link is fairly strong.
We shall see. I need the ingredients for the ritual. The air humidity in here is still not high enough, as the soul flux runs underground, and our antenna is pointing upwards. The probability of catching any ghosts isn't very high. You must bring the ingredients for the ritual. Yellow mushrooms, some truffles, and a rabbit.
A few especially tasty yellow mushrooms.
No wonder he's known as the Pitiful.
What? I'm called the... Oh, forget it.
Leave Oscar alone, you runt. He's already done a lot more for us than you have.
That's a job for the expert. Here, Deck Swabber.
That's handy.
Okay, big man. I'll handle the wide-mouthed frog myself.
Oh, yes. Then we have the numbskull giant here, who only knows how to hack people into 2 or more pieces. Who in his ghost form won't be much help to us now.
Hey, did he just talk about chopping people up? Who could do that besides me?
I think that will do as an antenna. But how do I point it towards the soul stream?
And then there's the depressed bottle genie.
Confucius says we should focus on our mission.
And what might that be, if you please?
The antenna is lowered, but I can't connect it to the machine myself.
Picking blueberries?
I'd rather not.
I've seen you before somewhere.
I need some help with the antenna.
Isn't it working? One of my easiest experiments.
Our mission is to get Emily's ghost
I
back,
just fixed it all together.
and maybe to protect the entire ghost world from their certain doom.
Do you think what the Senate said was right? That ghosts are disappearing forever?
It shows that the air here is quite dry.
Now we have everything. Finally! The correct ingredients for a traditional gypsy soup. Ha!
What? Soup? But I thought...
The ritual is to appease the souls. The hungry gypsy souls.
So I have gone to all that damn trouble for this?
Listen, I have never activated the Enigma machine for anyone who has not performed this ritual. So, take it easy.
Well, we have reached the correct air humidity.
Then we can just fire the box up.
Is anything likely to happen?
No. Only kidding. We could be blown sky high.
Oh.
Here we go. Stand back.
Emily? Emily, I can see you! Don't be frightened. Everything will be all right. This time I'll make everything right. Trust me. What? What are you pointing at? Behind me?
What have you done?
Ha-ha! We're finally free of it.
You are an animal.
Are we going home now at last?
Ethan, just shut your mouth and get the sphere. Yes, we're going home. At last.